And the same with the rate hikes. If they are bearish there or more hawkish, it's going to sink. It's a very nervy market right now. It could literally go either way. It's up to the Fed. If they want to pump it, they can pump it up. If they don't, it's going to gape out. And for me, just like I have been, I'm going to be very cautious. Monday will be my last, I'm hoping my last real day of holding my long positions. I'm going to trim them definitely on Monday.
Done it again, y'all. That's what Will Smith says, and that's what I said. Exactly what happened last week is exactly what we talked about last Sunday. Sell, trim, do whatever you need to. Get rid of your long holds on Monday because it's all going to go to absolute yep. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy, Hold, Sell. I hope, of course, you are all well. Today's video, we're looking again at the stock market week ahead. We're going to do a roundup of the week ahead. Pretty much my look ahead video last week. It's all played out the exact same. The Fed meeting was just on the fence, up and down. Jerome saying one thing, contradicting himself in the other. I don't think anyone knows, especially the market, how this is all going to play out over the coming months. One thing he did say is rate hikes will have to pull back. Obviously, Jerome, they're going to pull back. They're not going to forever go up. So anyone that looks into that as a bullish thing, I wouldn't. Everyone knew that. My granny knows that you can't continue putting things up and up. If things will go up, will always have to come down. So where's the time frame? He sort of said, wouldn't be soon. But then he sort of said it could be in the next rate hike. He literally contradicted himself. He's saying it could be in December, and then he said it won't be soon based on the job data. Job data's come out. The job data looks strong. So why would they stop? And that's always been the case. If it's a strong labour market, why would they stop doing the increase? What they actually want is for mass unemployment. They want things to crash. They want things to go down. That's the only way to reset it, to regrow. It's been proven over history. That is the plan. Until the data starts to show us that all those things are starting to happen, the Fed will not stop. So that's why we had one hell of a week, and you can see here all this lovely, brutal red pain, and that's just the reality of it. You know, it was a mixed bag. We've started to see again our energy, our oil stuff going back up. The banks are looking good. Why? Because interest rates are up, and what I've said on this week has been a bit of reflection. A lot of people asking, oh, where we're going and what's happening, and I'm going, guys, check out this video. This is the video I did 5 months ago, over 5 months ago. It's closer to 6 months ago. Put it in the group yesterday again. Nothing's changed. This has been my thought process for 6 months. This isn't something that I've just started jumping on. I've been talking about this for a year. Did this video 6 months ago. This was when I was talking about before the recession started. I said we're out to the bear market. Watch the video. That's the truth. It's not changed. I've done so many different videos. We don't get the views on this channel, but don't disregard the fact that there's good stuff in these videos, in my opinion, of course. Every video on Sunday is preparing you for this. It has been that way for 10 months to the detriment of my channel. If you're interested in getting more knowledge, like for the fact that we're in the Discord flat out, showing Mr. Bean memes, no, we're talking about general market, we're talking about everything. Some great guys, a lot of people with the same mindset now that this market is going down, they know where it's going. We're talking about inflation, how that's going to affect things. We're talking about the UK entering a 2-year worst ever recession. These are all the things that you can prepare for. These are all the things that you can make money on. A lot of the stuff we're covering on the channel seems to be playing out well, and it's purely based on looking at charts, and it's purely based on looking at previous recessions and understanding the cycles that these things go on. You can literally predict what is going to happen because it's happened so many times over the generations, recessions, when it reaches capitulation, all these types of things, and we've still more pain to come. Summary of the week, it had a stronger than expected jobs report, it rose, but it fell on the week of the Federal Reserve conducted a 6th consecutive interest rate hike this year, raising borrowing costs to the highest level since 2008. One hell of a gaping. The Nasdaq down 5.6%. People think I can't go any lower. Now, personally speaking, that's not one that I'm even targeting anymore. I'm always in the S&P, have been in the S&P for a while, shorting 3 times leverage, long, short, no interest in trading it no more, no interest in anything, because what I've found over the last sort of bear rally we had, I got Tesla off by 1 day. I had a limit set that was my minimum loss. I was cutting the loss, stop loss went off, cashed me out, and the thing turned around and went shooting up 34%, 3 times leveraged. Heartbreak city, but the idea was correct. The market was always going to pull back. Treasuries are going up, bonds are doing very well, bar TLT, and that's the one that I'm still in. I'm still trying to get my head around what's going on with the longer term bond holds. Short term doing very well, but there will be a flip, and I'm trying to time it, I'm trying to use the charts, but this market's so unpredictable. The bonds are very unpredictable as well. Oil's starting to go up, and 80% of the S&P has reported earnings. And then the CPI data will give us an idea of how the consumer spending prices and stuff's going. And obviously that then would affect the Fed Reserve monetary policy. Personally, closer to home, I'm interested in the economic update from the UK, what an SHIT show it has turned out to be in the UK. And this was reported everywhere last week. This is just the first article came up, Economic Times. There is more reputable companies that reported this, trust me. But it says UK may witness longest ever recession in history, warns the Bank of England. Is that a coincidence on this channel? No, I've been calling it for ages. That is going to be one hell of a gaping in the UK, and we are seeing mass protests now. We're using violence, destroying things. We covered it a couple of weeks ago where they destroyed the Van Gogh art exhibit, just poured a whole paint over, millions of pounds worth of art destroyed. They're going around London now, sticking their hands to walls, shutting down streets, creating chaos. Not too sure what the agenda is there. They're saying it's to do with climate change, but they don't really have if you can go onto their website, I'm not going to promote them on the channel because I'll probably get the video banned. But go do your due diligence. There's an uprising coming. We've talked about what happens with hooliganism. Things all start to ramp up. Look at the 1980s. The risk went up. People started fighting, started stealing. All these types of things happen. That's because the government pushes you down a hole and people bounce back. People don't like being broke. People don't like having no opportunities. They revoke and they stand up to the system. That is what's also happened in previous times. The Roman Empire go way back as far as the Roman Empire. That's what happened. The Roman Empire was there and then it got ripped apart because the people took control. Not saying it's going to go to that extreme. I don't think it is even possible really with the amount of security and cameras in every single corner of every street now. But there will be some sort of revolt back up. Again, another reason why you should maybe try and move out of the city. But look, that's for another day. Let's not get too down that rabbit hole. You can see here, the UUP is becoming a buy, ARB is becoming a buy, and MRK has become a sell. I want to cover MRK first. I put this into the group about 4 weeks. If you're interested in getting into the Discord to get an idea of when's the best time to strike on good long hold shorts, good long hold positions when the time comes, this is the place for you. This course, $4.99. If you don't know how to do all this, you can also learn to trade with a very reasonable winter sale price for the trading course, and you'll get lifetime access to the Discord, so it really does pay for itself. But you can see here, this has become a sell, and if you bought this on the sell, you would be down 2%. Now currently I'm looking at this going, I would like to see this fall below our averages. People in the trading course will know what we're looking for here, but this is on my radar. The reason being is because it is pretty much at all-time highs, and as we know, there is no stocks that pretty much escape the gaping, and that is why I'm looking at that going, yeah, look at this RSI. Yeah, there's money to be made here. I'm going to wait for it to get down a bit lower, so I'm going to set an alert. And again, you'll learn how to do all of this. If you've no clue, I can show you all of this. Very, very simple, and you could be light years ahead. And that's enough of the promo. I said I would look at the charts for everyone in the Discord, plus all you lovely subscribers to the channel. Feel free to like, subscribe if you wish. Okay, so look, the story hasn't changed. We've been covering this for a long while. I did this back when we were getting this bit of rally. I was going, don't forget guys, this is what happened. It happens. Things just don't go down. People shout, oh, you said the markets are going to crash and they're going up. Oh, it goes in cycles, guys. I don't know what else to say. While we're below S200, it doesn't go bullish. Sell symbols come in, no great surprise. It happened on Monday. I sold everything on Monday and the markets went straight to gape. I literally did exactly what I said. Sold, rotated into my shorts, and we write it down. Great money made this week. Absolutely delighted, and it was really easy. I literally only really did Monday play and a bit on Tuesday. Bought, flip, done. Easy. Just sat back and watched it. Just sat back, eating my popcorn. Not interested in trying to play this week. There's too many fundamental things that even the best of charts in the world could have been swayed either way based on that news. So I was happy sitting out. And if you flip it to the 4-hour chart, you can actually see what we've done here. We have literally, if you were to buy in, if you were in the trading course, you would be buying not here, even though there's buy symbols, you'd be waiting, and there's all in the course why you would wait it, and you'd write it up 5%. Now, most of us are leveraged on this SPY, myself included, is 3 times short. There's people closing out money, SQQ, people that were never really shorted up until these last sort of load of months, getting their feelers in. We're teaching them about SQQ rather than using leverage. Then we have Craig, who's a bit more experienced. He's great, shares a lot of his own TA, up over 100% on the NASDAQ short. That was only on the 2 days ago. So this sell symbols come in now, we wait for a bit more confirmation, then you write it down. pick up another 2%, but that's where we're at. Sell symbol, we've hit our head off the 180-day moving average. We're starting to go down. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ 100 then. We can see here again, through this channel, last week we broke out of that, we fell down, and it's the same kind of story. Exact same kind of story. We never got above our averages. It's just continued to sell off. A lot of bad earnings had come out. One earning that did come out that I had eyes on, that as you know on the channel, was Airbnb. I am heavily shorted in Airbnb, and that has been an absolute treat. Let's take a moment to get the filing out for all the Airbnb shareholders that are left holding the bag on this treat. If you had watched my video, guys, you would have seen to get out. This has started to sell off massively, and if you were trading this, which I am, you would have found yourself down a lovely 22%. Now, unfortunately, I'm not leveraged on this treat, but we've been covering Airbnb for a while. Plenty of things have played out. We did this cup and handle, that played out, wrote it down. Airbnb has been an absolute treat for me. And anyone else that's jumped on it. Now we are at those previous low levels, which is what I initially was looking for a target, but we'll see on this market. What I will say is RSI is over, and the MACD is starting to cross, so I'm going to probably trim some profits. Still think, you know, it's going down ultimately, but I think I might just trim some profits just in case we get a bounce, and that's what happens, beating down stocks and get a bounce. A bit like our Argo blockchain, we covered this as well. I think this is nothing more than an oversold rally, and you'll see there is the jump here. This is the RSI MACD going up. That's what I feel that could be. UK 100 is a bit of a different story. Not entirely sure what the hell's happening with the dream here. We did do this measured move, which should only played out about half of the measured move. This area was obviously going to be key, strong support, and it is held up. There's a lot of different things happening, fundamental stuff in the UK happening, with Sunak due to speak in about a week's time. Just a lot of different changes, although I am really surprised. We did see that we hit our head off the 180-day moving average, and we have pulled back. That could be it, maybe pulling back now. I don't really understand why the FTSE is doing well. It's a head scratcher, but look at this here. The charts are saying to me there's going to be a pullback soon, but and again, I'm not afraid of it. I'm just averaging in. I truly believe everything's going to go down, so I'm just not put off by it at all, not worried by it. We can see the changes here. Look, the video's really running on here, the economic calendar. Here's all the earnings. Feel free to slow the video down if you want to look at them. Again, people in the Discord, I'll be sending in later the earnings for the week ahead. There is, again, those key dates for the week ahead that you want to look at. Consumer sentiments, what do you want to look at, and then the GDP report for us. That is really the video. I just wanted to more look at the charts in this one for a change. I really just can't emphasize enough. Be prepared. It's going to get worse. The UK, Bank of England, longest ever recession. We're only at the start. It feels like we've been in this road for a long time. It's coming up to almost a year now since I've started to go bearish on the market. We're a year deep. I covered a video, that Apple video. I definitely would recommend watching that. They understand the cycles. I cover previous lengths of recessions, all of that. So that is why I'm going to share that video here. Feel free to check it out. I recommend it highly. It'll give you a lot of good insight to market cycles. And that is everything. I will catch you in the next video. Feel free to join the Discord, or better yet, get into the trading course on that winter sale. Catch you in the next one. Let's make some money, baby. Peace.